Hello everyone and welcome to the video. I've got another Tinkerer build for you today with a new exotic Tinkerer mask, and what I'm aiming to achieve out of this one is I want to make a shotgun build, and I want it to be very good at basically face tanking enemies, staying alive and killing things very quickly. I'm thinking Showstopper from the Division 1. Tinkerers like Alpha Bridge from the Division 1. Can we make it happen? Quite happy with what we came up with. I've tested it. This is definitely more for solo play than it is group play, because with the scaling, with solo play, the scaling's a lot lower, enemies die quicker and things like that, but it can work in group play too if you want to. It just works better for solo. And this is just a start. I want to play around a little bit more. We're going with Striker today. You've got some gameplay on screen. Hunter's Fury might work very good with this also. It's something I do want to test, but yeah, I'm happy with it. You're seeing the gameplay. I'm annihilating enemies. We're doing some control points. We're doing some heroic content missions as well, and it's a lot of fun. So let's take you over this build, and I'd love some of your ideas on how you would create a shotgun build with a new exotic Tinkerer mask and what you would use. There's lots of different talent combinations you can use with this. We'll start with the minigun that I'm using on this build. The minigun is being used just for the health on kill. I'm trying to create some more survivability and some health regen on it, and the 10% armor on kill is going to help me with that. I won't say this is vital for the build, but it does help with the armor regen. Maybe switch it out for something else if you want to. The shotgun that I've gone with as the primary is the ACS-12. So again, I'm thinking Showstopper from the Division 1. So the fully automatic shotgun. It's got a 20 mag there. We've got shotgun damage, damage to armor, damage to target out of cover. And the talent I've gone with is Streamline, where I'm increasing weapon damage by 42% when no skills are on cooldown. And the mods I'm throwing on critical hit chance mods. So I've got the rugged mini reflex and the laser pointer for 10% crit chance off the mods for that. So we've gone Streamline. The secondary can be any shotgun that you want. If you know how the mask works, you've got to be running 2 of the same weapon type for the talent to transfer over to your primary. Can't be named, can't be exotic. So we've just gone for another ACS-12, but any shotgun will do. Doesn't matter about the stats on this one. We're not going to be using this one. We've thrown on Close and Personal. So Close and Personal, when you kill a target within 7 meters, it's going to grant you 30% weapon damage for 10 seconds. So my primary ACS-12 now has Streamline and Close and Personal. The goal here is to get in enemies' faces, kill them quickly, and basically have both procced all the time. It's very, very powerful, as you can see in the gameplay. Again, mods on the secondary don't matter. We're not using it. And the sidearm doesn't matter as well. This is the new Tinkerer exotic mask. Again, I'm sure you're aware of how it works. It comes with weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage. Got a crit damage mod on that. And you can see the A-Bridge talent there. So if your primary and secondary weapons are not exotic or named and they're of the same type, the secondary weapon talent will also be applied to the primary weapon. This is what's got all our minds thinking the last few days since this has been released, and we're trying to come up with loads of different combinations. A few combinations I've tried like Pummel and Streamline, Pummel and Close and Personal as well. There's other talents you can use. I'm sure there's probably a better combination you can use, but I really did like, especially for solo play on heroic missions, Streamline and Close and Personal just worked very, very well. Now, one thing you are going to want on the build is some survivability. The 10% armor on kill from the specialization isn't going to be enough. The rest of the build is all blue cores. So we've got the red core on the mask, but the rest is blue, starting with the Liquid Engineer backpack. This has got a blue armor core, gives you 1% armor regen, which really doesn't matter, to be honest with you. But I like the perfect talent on it. We've got crit chance and crit damage rolled as attributes, crit damage mod on there, and the perfect talent is perfect bloodsucker. Killing an enemy adds a stack of 12% bonus armor for 10 seconds, and the max stack is 10. Every kill you're getting bonus armor, and that's where you're going to get your survivability from on this build. Along with the gunner specialization for 10% armor on kill. If you do lose some armor, you'll then recover some of that armor by getting kills also. So the bonus armor from this talent, the bonus armor regen you get from the specialization, is kind of enough survivability with all of the blue cores, especially when playing solo. When you are in a group, it's hit or miss whether this is enough survivability. There's other things like you can go with Adrenaline Rush on the backpack, perfect Adrenaline Rush on the backpack. That'll kind of give you the armor up front and more of it as well. But I'm kind of trying to replace the Memento, if I'm being honest with you. The exotic Memento backpack is something I use for builds like this. Because we're using the exotic Tinkerer, we can't use that. So that's what I'm kind of trying to replace a little bit with perfect Bloodsucker. As for the rest of the pieces, they are 4 pieces of striker, starting with the striker chest. We've got the blue core attribute again for armor. We've got crit damage rolled on that, crit damage mod. With the chest as well, you're going to be able to go up to 200 stacks for your striker's gamble rather than 100. And as we're using an ACS 12, you're getting those stacks up very, very quickly. The gloves are also strikers. This has armor and crit damage on. The knee pads, again, strikers with armor and crit damage. And then the holster as well as strikers with armor and crit damage. The whole build has 5 blue cores, 1 red core, and it's still hitting very, very hard, as you can see. Moving on to the skills now, it's entirely up to you really. Just remember that if you are using Streamline as one of the talents on the shotguns, then that only works when a skill is not on cooldown and not in use. So something like a Revive Hive might not be a good idea, because if you do use your Revive Hive, that takes ages to cool down. It's going to be a long time where the Streamline talent is not active. So I was throwing a decoy. I don't use this at all. The aim is not to use skills here, so we've got Streamline active at all times. But I do throw on a Crusader Shield as well, because with all the blue cores, the Crusader Shield is going to be at tier 5. It adds a little bit of survivability to the build. If you just need that backup, if you get flanked or something, you need to pull that shield out just for a bit of added protection. It's ideal to have a tier 5 skill shield there just to you know, take some aggro where you can sort yourself out. And you will use Streamline when you're using that, but as soon as you put the shield away, as long as it doesn't get destroyed, it goes straight off of cooldown and Streamline will be back up right away. So it's a nice little temporary measure if you need some extra survivability in just moments. Now I have rolled for crit damage on this build, but the crit chance isn't mega. The stats look like this. We've got 33.5% crit chance. We've got 147.6% crit damage. We are quitting quite a bit. If you do want the crit chance higher, you can swap some of the crit damage mods out and bring in crit chance mods to get that higher. If you're playing in a group, you might get further buffs to your crits as well, especially if someone's running the coyotes. But that's what it looks like with how I've put the build together. And remember, we can also take advantage of some modifiers right now as well. The modifiers I run on this build, I have the Assault Link modifier active, but I won't be looking to use that at all really. If there's any moments in a mission where you just want that quick burst of damage, then of course go for it, but ideally I want my passive modifiers active at all times. And the passive modifiers I use with this build, we've got extra padding where I gain 5% protection from elites per blue core while at tier 5 in stamina. I've got loaded up, so I get 25% of my critical hit chance value is added to critical hit damage while at tier 5 in firearms. And I've got multitasker, so while at tier 5 in all of my attributes, I receive weapon damage, armor, and skill tier. So that's why I kind of want to have all my tiers high at all times. I don't want to be using my active modifier. So when you use your active modifier, it'll drain all of the tiers you've gained, and you have to start again and build them back up again. So ideally, I want to build those tiers up, and I want to keep them, so I keep all of these passive buffs as long as I can. And that's it for the build. Having a lot of fun with this. Again, definitely more solo right now. I'd love to get this working in group play. Maybe I'd have to go away from the automatic shotgun for that and go with a shotgun that puts out more damage. But very interested in hearing what you guys are doing with some shotgun builds. I think this could be some very good shotgun builds with this Tinkerer mask. So let me know down in the comments if you have been playing around with something, if you're having a lot of fun with something. I'd love to read the comments and maybe try some of those out for myself. But yeah, this is what I've been playing around with. This is where I've got to so far, and I'm having some fun with it. I'll keep on evolving it if I can. If I do, we'll get some more videos out. But thank you so much for watching today. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more content, and until next time, take care.